So what is going on, everybody? How is everyone doing today? Daredevil19 here, and today we're going to be taking a look at the Bandai Tamashii Nations SH Figuarts Rogue One Death Trooper. So let's get into it right away and start off with the packaging. So we do get the basic style box for the SH Figuarts Star Wars line. We do get the window right there on the front of the box, and in gold it says Star Wars Rogue One SH Figuarts. On the bottom it says Death Trooper, Tamashii Nations, and Bandai. And then there's the bottom of it with the blah 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 stuff that nobody cares about. Then there's the top of the box right there. And then here is the one side of it. And then the other side of the box. And then the back of the packaging shows much different poses you can get the figure into, along with some of his accessories. But anyway, that is the packaging. Let's get this figure open and take a closer look at this Death Trooper. Alrighty, taking a closer detailed look, and Tamashii Nations really did a dope job with this Death Trooper. This thing looks awesome. My favorite part is definitely his helmet. I love the way that looks. It's just very evil and menacing looking. And I like the green on the visor there, and then we get some green around the mouth on the bottom of the mask, looking pretty cool. I like that color green that they chose on the visor too. And the paint's nice and clean on this figure wherever there is paint. There isn't really that much though, because there's not much color variation going on with the figure. He's just black and gray with some green and silver here and there. But I really love all the tiny sculpted detail around this part of his mask. Yeah, that looks dope. Even the silver pieces are sculpted on there as well. Very cool looking helmet that this Death Trooper has. Get a little bit of sculpt work on the side and then on the back as well. So pretty cool looking. Now for the torso, really not too much going on. We do get some straps with buckles there that I like. And then we do get them under his arm as well, looking pretty cool. And just nice sculpt work on the upper torso and then around the midsection. And then on the side of the figure, we do get a nice texture on the gray parts of the figure. So I do like the way that looks. And then going to the back here, we get like a canister, and then we get this piece up here. I have no idea what it is. But nice sculpt work on it. We do get a little bit of paint as well. And for some reason, they put the Made in China stamp on the back instead of under his foot. Now for the arms, we do get the shoulder pads, which are connected to the arms on hinges, and then the shoulder pad is on a ball joint. And then we do get that nice texture on the shoulder right there. Nice sculpt work on the armor, on the bicep. And then they did sculpt the elbow joint, so I do appreciate that. And then we do get the gauntlets. And I like the left one better than the right one because you get those silver pieces there. So it makes it look a little bit cooler. As you can see, that one's just plain Jane, nothing going on it. Now for the belt here, I guess that's his buckle, the silver piece. And then we do get this piece here and this one, and they're both on joints. You can swivel them around. So I guess maybe if you're using the leg articulation and it gets in the way, you can move it so it can articulate a little bit better. So you could do that. And then we get the tiny pouch here, which you can't articulate, but nice sculpt work on it. Then we get another tiny one there. And then we do get another one of these pieces, and it does swivel, but it gets hindered by this piece. And then what just fell off was a interchangeable strap, because we do get another one that connects onto his pistol, and you can have him holster his pistol, which we'll get into that shortly. Now for the legs here, nice sculpt work on the armor. I do like the sculpting on the side right there, looking pretty cool. And there's the back. They did sculpt the knee joints, so I do appreciate that. And then on the knees here, they have like a different design on each one, so it's not the same thing, so I think that looks pretty cool. And then the lower legs, I do like this piece that's sculpted on the side of the right one. And there's the back. And then the feet does have that cool texture on it. And then the bottom of them do have treads, so pretty cool looking. I mean, overall, I think they did a nice job with this figure, and I think this is my favorite Stormtrooper in the SH Figuarts Star Wars line and in the Star Wars universe. But Tamashii Nations really did a great job with the detail. Even though he's very plain looking, they did some nice work on it. But anyway, let's continue on. Moving on to the accessories, we get a few things included with the Death Trooper. So we do get 6 interchangeable hands. So we do get a pair of fists, of course, and I do like the sculpting of them, and I like how there's a plate of armor on the top of all the hands, so I think that looks pretty cool. And one thing to note, all the interchangeable hands are very hard to get on the ball peg right there. It's a pain in the ass to do it. That's That's an issue I do have with the figure, so just be wary of that. Be careful not to break the joint or anything. So we do get a pair of fists. We also get a pair of trigger finger hands, and he does grip onto both of his blasters perfectly fine. The thumb and the fingers are not molded together either, so we do get a pair of those. And finally, we get a pair of these open hands, which can also be used to grab onto his blaster. So those are all the interchangeable hands, and then we also get the larger blaster, and this one's my favorite out of both weapons. I love the tiny sculpted detail all throughout it, and I love the silver at the end of the gun right there. I think that looks dope. And there's the other side, very cool looking. So we do get that, and then we also get the smaller blaster, and this thing does look cool. I do like the tiny sculpted detail all throughout it, and you can remove the scope because you can holster the small blaster because it comes with 2 straps. You get one with the scope on it and then one without, so holstered, not holstered. And the way you use this is he has a peg hole on the side of his belt, so when he's using the smaller blaster, you have that one pegged in. And then when he's not using it and you want to holster it, just take the scope off, you just pop it off like that. And then line up the peg properly with this one here. And then just peg it into the side of his belt. Come on, you bastard. And then there you go, you have him holstering the smaller blaster, which does look very cool, so I do like that they did that. But anyway, that is all the accessories included with this Death Trooper. Let's keep moving on with the rest of the review. Now for the height of the Death Trooper, it looks like he stands a little bit over 6 inches tall. And then here he is compared to the SH Figuarts Rogue One K2SO, the SH Figuarts Rogue One Shore Trooper, the SH Figuarts First Order Stormtrooper, and the SH Figuarts Captain Phasma. And then here he is compared to the SH Figuarts A New Hope Luke Skywalker, the SH Figuarts Return of the Jedi Luke Skywalker, the Mafex R2-D2, and the Mafex Crappy 3PO. And then here he is compared to the SH Figuarts Awakened Warrior Super Saiyan Goku and the Mezco 112 Collective Shadowland Daredevil. Anyway, there's some quick comparisons. Let's keep moving on with the rest of the review! So now for the articulation, we do get 2 points at the neck, one at the upper neck and one at the lower neck. So the upper neck joint, really good forward and back movement. Very nice pivot up there, and it also swivels. The lower neck joint, very bad forward and back movement. That kind of sucks. We do get decent pivot, and it also swivels, so we get better movement at the upper neck joint compared to the lower neck joint. Now the torso, we get a point of articulation under the chest here, and it goes forward about that much, goes back a pretty good amount, and we do get very nice pivot up there. Look at that movement. And then we do get some swivel. Now for the waist, goes forward about that much, and then back about that much, gets hindered by the canister there. We do get some pretty good pivot, and it slightly swivels. So both joints you can crunch forward about that much. Now for the arms here, these shoulder pads are connected onto the arms with hinges, so they can hinge up and down. And then the shoulder pad is on a ball joint, so you can move it all around. Now the shoulder here, this joint seems a little loose on me, so that's a bit irritating, and it was like that fresh out of the package. But we do get a nice circular motion out of that armpit joint right there. And I've noticed that you can push the joint in and then pop it out a little bit. I don't know if this is just my figure or if they meant to do that. I guess maybe you get a little more articulation with it. But the arms do go out to the sides a little more than 90 degrees. They do go up and down. And then we get the bicep swivel there. Double jointed elbows that bend in a little more than 90 degrees. We do get a swivel at the forearm. And then we have a ball hinge on the wrist, so it does swivel and then hinges back and forth. Now, as I said before, these pieces on the belt, you could swivel them around. And the legs do kick forward a little more than 90 degrees. The left one gets hindered a little bit by this piece. So the right leg kicks out a little bit better. They go to the back a tiny bit. And then they kick out to the side a little less than 90 degrees. And then we do get swivel at the upper thigh. We have double jointed knees that bend back a little more than 90 degrees. Now for the ankles here, they do swivel a little bit. They get hindered by the armor around the ankle. They hinge up a little bit, and they don't hinge down at all. So that is actually pretty disappointing to me. But we do get very nice pivot there, and then some toe articulation. So overall, I think we get some nice movement with this Death Trooper. Some points of articulation aren't the best, but I think you're going to get some nice poses with this figure, and I'm overall satisfied with it. But overall, I really do like this figure, so I gotta recommend it to any Star Wars fan. But anyway, that is my review of the SH Figuarts Rogue One Death Trooper. Hope you enjoyed it. If you would like to know the price and where to buy this figure, you could head over to agelessgeeks.com. You should have this in stock real soon. I will put more information in the description below. And if you would like to support the channel, don't forget to subscribe and don't forget to share. And if you liked it, give it a thumbs up. If you didn't like it, just give it a thumbs up anyway, because action figures are awesome. But thanks for watching. I will see you later! Rogue One Death Trooper. So let's get into it right away. Oh, damn it. And in gold it says Star Wars Rogue One, and SH Figuarts says Star Wars Rogue One SH Figuarts, in gold says Death Trooper. Blah, blah, blah. And then there's the bottom of it with the blah, 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 blah. Then the back of the packaging shows a bunch of different poses you can get the figure into, along with some of his accessories. So the SH Figuarts Rogue One... Damn, forgot what he was called. The SH Figuarts K2SO, the SH Figuarts Store Shoe. What? And I like how there's a plate of armor and blah, blah. We get a few things included with the Death Trooper. Damn it. And then we do get this one here with the scope on it. That, damn.